Welcome to another episode of Marketing Learnchain, learning through a chain of snippets. Today's snippet talks about classifying advertisements, which is the heart of marketing, the core of marketing, into two: the during ads versus the after ads. How do you classify advertisement pitches into the during consumption pitch versus the after consumption pitch? A previous video classifies ads into two: satisfaction enhancers versus dissatisfaction nullifiers. The vector for differentiation was human emotions. If you haven't watched that video yet, please open and watch. This video, as mentioned in the introduction, classifies advertisements along a completely different dimension, that is, time. Let us try to look at the ad space to classify advertisements into during consumption ads versus after consumption ads. We now drill down a bit more. The value from a product, or for that matter, a service, is most of the time and either during or after. Take the case of during and the feeling of kuch खास है जिंदगी में, which happens only when the chocolate is melting in the mouth. The consumption of Cadbury is on. Let me take you back to that wonderful advertisements which we have all seen several times. For those who have not seen, simply type Kuch Khas Hai Zindagi Mein in YouTube and you will see the ad of a cricket stadium. The excitement is on, the boyfriend is in 99, on the verge of a century, and the girl is munching chocolates and praying. The boy hits a huge shot, almost a six. The girl continues praying, munching, praying, and the ball sails over the fence. The girl breaks into an ecstatic dance, dodges a policeman, and rushes to the playing ground. You can almost feel her excitement, which is a clearly during consumption excitement. Now contrast that value with the satisfaction of दूध की सफेदी निरमा से आए, which happens after the washing is over, after the consumption is over. Detergent as a category itself, if you take it, whatever be the promise which we are talking about, whether it is whiteness, brightness, color protection, softness, they all happen as a fallout, as a result of consumption. And we all know how Karsanbhai Patel used this endearing jingle to create an enduring value. When we are talking about value, there are any number of layers of value which you can think of. The first and foremost is a utilitarian value, dry, functional value which a Fevicol can give. The second could be a hedonic value which is given by the topping of a red velvet cake. The third could be the rational value of a bar soap. The fourth could be the sensorial value of a vapor rub. Vicks ki goli lo, kich kich, dur karo is a very, very sensorial pitch. The next could be a social value of using sustainable products. And the last could be a very, very ego trip value of using, consuming, possessing high-end luxury products like a Rolex. Now, each of this value can be pitched depending upon the nature of the product or the service as a during value or as a after value. When we are talking about time as the bifurcating variables, what time frames that we are talking about is a function of the product. Take the case of during. Chocolate, obviously, the fun, the value is just for a few minutes. Move on to a barbecue nation where you enjoy a dinner over a slowly cooked fire, a grill. The value can last for about an hour, maybe slightly more. Take a flash sale from Amazon. The value itself is for 24 hours, or that's a promise of the brand. Now, for during, conceiving a really long time value looks difficult. But move to after. Again, in the case of after, short time values look difficult. But take a day. The value from a Harpic is not during the cleaning, but because of the cleaning, and the value lasts for one whole day. Next day morning, you have to again clean using Harpic. But take a root canal therapy, and the value of freedom from toothache, tooth pain, etc., is going to last for a really long time, several years. But finally, you come to that ultimate value provider, education, which gives you the after value for a lifetime. Can I go for a duality for the same product? Let us again look at education as an example. Assume that the campus has got a tennis court, it has got a 24 by 7 cafe coffee day outlet. Obviously, today classrooms are going to be Wi Fi enabled. So, these are advantages. These are value propositions which are enjoyed by the student during his or her stay in campus or during the consumption of the product. The moment we move from during to after, pictures give way to English. Tomorrow's leadership with an innovation mindset, creating business leaders for 2030. Our students today are India's CXOs tomorrow, followed by a slew of alumni testimonials. That would be the way in which I would pitch the after value proposition, from pictures and visuals for the during pitch to figure of speeches and metaphors for the after pitch. Summing up, friends, you would appreciate the fact that during versus after is a powerful positioning tool. During is a value that is derived during consumption, and the experience is a product in use. After is a value that is derived after the consumption, and the experience is a result of use. Look at these images. The focus is on consumption and the ecstasy of product in use. Move from such images to an industry like cement. Suddenly you have English words like strength, performance, endurance, etc., which clearly talk of the result of use of cement. I hope that the example of cement helps in cementing your understanding of during versus after pitches. With that, we come to the end of another episode of Marketing Learnchain, learning through a chain of snippets. Hope you liked this snippet. The next one is coming soon. Till then, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.